Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to Outdoor and Door Texan. Today I'll be showing y'all my recipe for Cranberry Jalapeno cream cheese dip. Now this is a very unique and really tasty appetizer that'll definitely turn heads at your next party and be gone in seconds. Thankfully there aren't too many ingredients that you have to hunt down for this one. The main component is 1 pound of fresh cranberries, which you're then combining with 2 diced jalapenos, some green onion, cilantro, lime juice, and a little bit of sugar. Starting out, using either a food processor or in my case a blender, toss in your cranberries and give them a brief pulse just to chop them up. We're not trying to make cranberry smoothies though, so be very careful with your blending. After chopping the cranberries, go ahead and toss your other ingredients in, starting with a 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro. Also, if you happen to be one of those people who genetically can't stand the taste of cilantro, you can always sub for parsley. Then add about 4 to 5 chopped green onions or chives. Add 2 diced jalapenos, and if you want as little heat as possible for your guests, make sure to remove the white veins and the seeds. Add 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice, a tiny pinch of kosher salt, roughly about a 1/4 teaspoon, and finally cover it all up with 1 cup of granulated sugar. Since everything we just added has already been chopped and diced, you really don't need to pulse or blend the mixture much, if at all. Again, we're trying to avoid accidentally making a smoothie, especially if you're using a blender like I am, so just grab a spoon and fold the ingredients together until they're well mixed. Once everything looks blended enough, we're going to cover and rest the mixture in the refrigerator for a minimum of 4 hours up to overnight. This will give the sugar time to macerate our ingredients, which essentially enhances everything's sweetness while also developing and amplifying the natural flavors of those cranberries. After resting your mixture in the fridge, we'll now need to drain the excess liquid that's developed. Using a fine mesh strainer in a bowl, pour out your mixture over the strainer and let it drip out for a little while. Make sure to stir it a couple times, give it a few squeezes here and there to ensure you're getting as much of the liquid out as possible. Also, don't throw it out. I'll talk about what I do with this leftover liquid a little bit later in the video. Okay, now we're all set to actually plate our dip. First, spread 16 ounces of cream cheese over a plate or platter, and then simply add the mixture to the top, spreading it to an even thickness throughout. Also, a quick pro tip from someone who's made a mistake or two in the past: make sure whatever you use has a bit of a lip on it, because even with all of our efforts to drain that liquid, there may still be a bit left that runs, and you don't want cranberry juice leaking out over your table or rug. Last but not least, since the jalapenos we use get so well blended in, I like to take candied jalapenos and lay them on top of the dip. Not only does it look good, but it also gives your guests a heads up on what exactly they're digging into. Earlier I mentioned not tossing that excess liquid out, and that's because I like to funnel it into a glass bottle and use it as a simple syrup. This stuff tastes like concentrated cranberries and jalapenos with a big kick of sweetness, and it is perfect for making unique cocktails. Play around with it, try a little bit of this, try a little bit of that, and let me know in the comments below what wild concoctions you end up using it for. It's a little tart, it's a little sweet, and it has a great bite from those jalapenos. Overall, this is just a great dish to put out for your next get-together, and I've never had leftovers to worry about. That'll do it for this one, and thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll try my best to help you out with my 2 cents. Now, if you're new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate if you consider hitting that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, it certainly helps keep me going, and you'll have access to countless recipes with more great content to come. All right, y'all, take care.